Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this is my author vlog and update on the 6th of October 2024. So as I've maybe mentioned here and there, and certainly on social media I've talked about it, I'm taking part in a writing challenge this year called Zap Wham Pow. So this is a writing and reading challenge where you aim to read a certain number of things, and you kind of earn letters from POW, which is perusing over words. So you get a letter for each 250 pages read, and then after you've got all your letters, you get exclamation points for every kind of step that you go above that. So I'm also in the writing portion, which is WHAM. So the goal is to write 50,000 words in the month of October, and for every 10,000 words you write, you get a letter. So you get WHAM, and then you get your exclamation point when you get 50k, and you get another exclamation point for every 10,000 after that you achieve. So really exciting. It's going really well, and the person behind Zap Wham Pow is an absolute sweetheart. So it's going pretty well. So I'm very close to getting my W. As of last night's when I logged everything, I have written 9,237 words in the challenge, which is really close. So the goal is to achieve over 10,000 by the end of today. So I've been writing away. I struggled a bit on Friday. My health was flaring up and I had a few things to do, so I didn't get as much done, but I certainly made up for it yesterday, and I have just about finished writing the climax, the final battle in my fantasy novel, so I'm really excited to get this first draft done. I've basically now just got the kind of aftermath of the climax and the resolution and everything to write. And then there is going to be an interesting epilogue at the end, so that'll be draft 1 done. Please excuse the cat in the background, she likes to be involved in everything. Don't you, Echo? Eh? Yeah. So that's where I'm at with writing so far, and yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like I'm making good progress, and once I've finished, I think I probably will finish this before the 50,000 words is up and before October is up. So if that happens, then I'm going to start working on my other novel idea that I've been plotting, so I can step away from this novel's first draft and take a break from that for a month or two, and then I can come back and start the second draft and the first round of edits and things. So that's the goal for my writing. As far as reading, as I said before, I get through books quite quickly sometimes. I'm a fast reader, always have been, but I'm really enjoying kind of getting back into reading and reading new things again. So I finished The House of the Witch by Claire Marchant, which is a historical mystery set in England, where a woman in 2024 uncovers a mystery from the 17th century when the witch hunts were at its height. It's a really amazing read. It switches between 2024 and 1646, but it's very smooth and easy to follow. And the ending is so satisfying. I say the build-up of tension and everything as the mystery unfolds, and as you discover alongside the main character, you discover what's happening and things. And then you get to the conclusion, and it is just so satisfying. It's so good. So that one I've given a 5-star rating. I love it. I highly recommend it. And it's interesting. I've read a couple of books recently that have kind of covered that subject of the witchcraft in the 17th century, and the witch hunt and everything that happened, because it happened in England, in the UK, and then it also happened in the colonies in North America. So when colonialism was happening at that time, it got transferred over, the kind of hunting for witches and accusing women of being witches and burning them at the stake or hanging them and things like that. So, really horrible time in history, but it is something that, you know, now that I've read a few books that have kind of covered that topic, it's kind of piqued my interest, and it's something that I think I'd like to learn about. So that's something that I might research in my own time, just to learn a bit more about it, because it's an interesting topic. So my next book that I've started reading is called Dark as the Grave by T.G. Reid. And it's a crime thriller that's set in Scotland, following a detective, DCI Bone, who is investigating a serial killer who has been killing police officers. He's also dealing with PTSD. He's separated from his wife, and he's not really allowed to see his son, very much because presumably of what happened. So there was an incident where he got caught in an explosion and was quite badly injured. And because of it all, that's what's left him with PTSD. So he is kind of struggling to deal with that. It's a good read. There's a wee bit of kind of slang in the kind of Glaswegian vernacular, but it's not a lot. So still would be fairly accessible for people that don't understand Ouija speak, because it's Glaswegian's, it's almost a language in its own right, certainly a dialect, because we do have a lot of our own words for things, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Even people from other parts of Scotland sometimes struggle to understand Glaswegians. And this book is set in Kilwinnoch, which is kind of at the base of the Campsie Hills. And it's an area that's kind of north of Glasgow and southwest of Stirling, so it sits kind of in between Glasgow and Stirling to the northeast, and sort of Kirkintilloch and Falkirk and things. So it's an area that I actually do know a bit. I've spent a bit of time up in that part of Scotland. I used to work in Falkirk, I used to work in Cumbernauld, and I've driven around a lot of that area in my time, and it's lovely. So I used to actually pass through that way when I was driving to university, to the vet school, which is up kind of just about Bearsden area. When I was at university and I was travelling from home, that's the way I would go, and it's a lovely part of the country, really, really beautiful, and so I say I'm only on chapter 8 in this book, and I'm enjoying it so far, so we'll see how that plays out. I may or may not have it finished by next week, just depends how much reading time I get. I've got quite a bit going on with medical appointments this month, and preparing for a move, and all sorts of things. So I've got a quite important phone call tomorrow with neurosurgery, and I have no idea what he's going to tell me. This is from, I had an MRI scan done back in July, and this is me getting the results of that, because unfortunately the NHS is kind of backed up, and things are taking a lot longer than would be ideal, which is just the way things are. But I'm going to be getting results tomorrow, and hopefully some kind of plan or next step for getting my health issues kind of sorted. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm just going to be sorting things out. But that's where we're at. In terms of the YouTube channel, Tuesday will be the next part of Old World Blues, where we're going to get all the sync AIs upgraded, and make sure that all our friends are doing everything that we can, and exploring some of the new kind of crafting and things that you can do with that. So that's going to be quite interesting. And Thursday, I haven't quite decided which vault I want to tackle on Thursday. If you've got any thoughts, let me know. I'll have a wee think about which ones. I'll need to check which ones that I've already done. It would be good to get Vault 22 done, but that's going to be a big job, so that might need a bit more time just for me to collect all the footage, because Vault 22 plays a role in 2 DLCs as well as the vault itself, which is involved in, there's 2 or 3 different quests that send you to Vault 22, so it's quite a big one. Maybe look at Vault 21, that might be interesting, because that's the one that's sort of directly under Vegas, and it was actually quite a successful vault, so it was quite interesting. So maybe we'll do Vault 21 on Thursday. I'll have to have a think about that. And then next Saturday will be part 2 of the Death Claws. We're going to meet the legendary Death Claw and visit some of the more iconic Death Claw locations in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. So look out for that. And yeah, you coming on over? Yeah. What do you think? You going to say hi to the people? You going to say hi? There we go. Echo says hi. Yeah. I don't know. You're such a weirdo. She went all weird on me yesterday. I don't know. I think I've got a new body lotion for, my skin, which gets really dry. So after my shower and putting that on, she didn't want to come near me. I don't think she liked the smell of it. It was really weird. You're a funny one, aren't you? Yes, very cute. Yeah, I know. Good girl. Right, well, that's everything today. So the t-shirt, if you're wondering, it's one that I got from the Fallout Loot Crate, and it's basically about the camp thing from Fallout 76, where the machine that you get to set up your camp, that allows you to build kind of like the workbenches in Fallout 4. That's what's on today's t-shirt. I have a lot of Fallout t-shirts. You probably guessed by now that I'm a bit obsessed with the game, but there we are. So I did collect the Loot Crate. I did get that for 3 or 4 years, I think, before it just got too expensive and also just less good. So I was paying a lot more money for less gain. And then when I had to stop working as well, obviously these extras had to be stopped. So but I have got quite a collection of Fallout t-shirts. So that's everything from me, and I think that's everything from Miss Echo, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.